everybody, it's the 12 of clubs, and today I'm going to do a review on the DeckONE playing cards. Now, as of right now, I have no idea if I like these playing cards at all. I don't have any information on them whatsoever. I have not opened them yet. Basically, the format that I'm going to do with this video and with other deck reviews is I'm going to open the deck right in front of you and tell you what my first opinions are about it without actually having played with them for a while. Then I'm going to play with them for about a day or so, come back and tell you more about the deck and give you more details on it. So without further ado, let's go right into the review on DeckONE playing cards. Okay, so I finally got the wrapping off. And at first glance, this is, the box just looks really, really cool. I've never really seen anything like it. It has this glow to it that makes it look like it's actually metal, but feeling it, I know it's not metal, obviously. It still seems pretty thick, though. The design here on the front, there's a split spade. It says DeckONE Industrial Edition. It's very cool because what's interesting is that the box is, nothing is printed on the box. It's all actually embossed on there. So there's no actual ink on the box. It's all kind of stamped on there. So the letters, you can really feel the design and the letters on the box. It's on the front, the back. It's even actually on the sides here. I can really feel the writing, which is something interesting that you don't see in a lot of card boxes. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to go right into it. One other thing to keep in mind is that there's no actual little cutout spot so you can open up the deck. It's kind of, that's not even there, so you just have to reach in like this, which isn't a huge problem. When you open it up, it actually looks even more metallic inside here. It starts to actually look a little more like paper in here where it gets white, but still very cool. And so I'm just going to open up this box and get these cards out. Okay? So we'll set the box aside for a moment, and let's take a look at what we got. We have the Jokers here, the rest of the pack, and then we have a double-sided playing card, and the Theory 11 production card, which we can get rid of. So I'll also get rid of this for now. So these cards feel very, very good right out of the box. They feel almost already broken in, which is really nice feeling. They're not very thick and cardstocky immediately once you take them out of the box, like some other cards I felt. They feel really, really nice, as if I can go right into a trick with these cards. I don't have to break them in at all. They feel really, really good. I can spring really well immediately. They just feel like nice cards. Okay, so basically, I'm not going to spend too much time on the design because you can see pictures of those and see what you like about them on your own, but basically these Jokers are really, really neat. One problem that I kind of have with them just off the start is that the writing Joker is very faint, and for a layman it would be a little difficult for them to read that and do a trick with them. So that's a small problem I have with the Jokers, but other than that, they look really cool. They have kind of this squarish center, and they look kind of this machine kind of a look. The Ace of Spades is also very, very cool. It also has that kind of machine look, and it has that split spade look that we saw in the box. All the cards are pretty much normal except when we get to these court cards, and they start to look a little old. It looks like they're a little older than, they're kind of, if anything, kind of the sepia tone has been brought on in terms of the color of the cards. This red on the red cards looks pretty normal. I'm not sure if it's any different from the normal cards. I don't think it is. And the same with the court cards over here. They just have that sepia tone other than the red. And that's pretty much the same throughout the rest of the deck, it seems like. And the back is also very cool. It has this very cool look. It has this kind of circular motion. It has this circular shape, which is kind of nice in the middle. But it also has like this machinery kind of stuff. So all in all, they look really good, and design is kind of very opinionated, but right out of the box, these cards feel fantastic. I feel like I could go right into a trick had I not dropped all those cards. But yeah, these cards feel very, very good. I can fan immediately. That's kind of a given, but they just feel like really good cards right out of the box. yeah.
I wouldn't hide the face, take it back from anywhere.
Okay, so I've been playing with these cards for a couple hours, and I've come to the conclusion they are some great playing cards. I've bought a lot of cards from Theory11.com, and these are some of the best. I mean, right off the top, they have this really nice finish to them, which is kind of what I was talking about before when I first opened the box, that I felt originally, that they just felt really, really nice. They just felt comfortable in my hands. Also, the stock is very, very nice. Again, it's not really, it comes already kind of broken in, it feels like, and immediately it just feels very, very good. You know, you can just go out and start using them immediately. They just feel really like it feels like I've been using them for a week or so, but they're still in perfect condition, which is great, because I really want to go out and just use these cards, because I feel like I can do a lot of tricks with these. I'm not gonna, you know, fumble around. They feel really, really perfect and normal in my hands, and they still look really nice, and they're in perfect condition. These feel lighter than the Centurions, the Guardians, the Beast Stingers, which are all great cards, but these feel a little lighter, still very sturdy, still very good cards, but they just feel a little lighter, a little looser in my hands, which can be a good thing and can be a bad thing depending on what you want and what kind of stuff you're going to be doing with the cards. Personally, with card tricks, they feel great. I think I like I like them a lot, and I practiced a couple of card tricks, did a card trick for a spectator. I did one on my mom, and the cards just felt just right in my hands. And I know I keep saying that, but they do. They just feel good. So in terms of just the basic cards themselves, they are a great product. So I've covered the cards themselves. I also want to talk about the design. As I said earlier in the video, the design is very, I feel on almost every card, is very just up to the person who's using them. Personally, I really like this design, but it's kind of up to you. The back of the cards are very nice. They have this kind of clean feel to them, but they're also kind of intricate. The faces of the cards are very normal. They look like bicycle playing cards, other than the court cards, which I talked about earlier, and the Ace of Spades and the Jokers. If I had one complaint, it'd be about the Jokers, and the writing is a little soft, a little faint, so it's a little difficult to read, but not a huge problem. Yeah, the Ace of Spades I think is very cool. Probably one of my favorite Ace of Spades. Sorry, it's a fly. Probably one of my favorite Ace of Spades out of a lot of decks. But as for the design, it's kind of up to you, but I personally really like it.
I wouldn't hide the face.
Finally, the last thing to consider is the box. I went through the design of the cards and the feel of the cards, but the box is something really special that I think is probably my favorite box, and probably is many people's favorite box, just because it's so different than a lot of boxes. I was reading that it's 40% thicker than all other card boxes. It has this metallic look to it that really makes it look like metal from when you're not holding it. Everything is embossed on there, as I talked about before. There's no actual print. There's no actual print on there, and it just feels really cool. And so I think the box really fits well as well with the cards in terms of design. And yeah, if you're going by the box, I would definitely get these cards. Now, all in all, I'd like to give this deck a 10 out of 10. There's a couple things that are that I don't like here and there. Like, for example, I don't like how there's that little there's not a little cutout for you to open up the box with. There's not the Jokers have that small problem. But, you know, those small little details I don't think are worth taking off too much, and that's why I'd like to give this a 10 out of 10. This is a perfect deck in my eyes. The box is fantastic, which you don't see on a lot of cards, and I don't really judge on a lot of decks because it's just not really part of it, I feel like. But this deck box is really, really cool, feels great, looks great. The cards are fantastic, as I've talked about a lot. And so I'd like to give this deck a 10 out of 10. You know, I like some other decks as well, but I'm going to put this one as one of my favorite decks of all time. And I'm going to try and order some more as soon as I as soon as I wear out these in the second deck. So I hope you enjoyed this review. I really like these cards, as I said, and I suggest that you go out and buy them. And if you don't want to go out and buy them, you can definitely try and win these in my contest, which I'll post a link to right over here somewhere. I'm posting a contest, and you have the chance to win a deck of DeckONE playing cards, which are very, very cool. Also, if you'd like to see the unboxing video of where I unbox these, which I talked about before, you can click this link over here, and definitely check those two out. Otherwise, that is it from me. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please subscribe for more reviews like this one, along with tutorials and contests.